evening. How are you? I hope you are doing well. My name is Sneha Malik. Today my topic is variables. It is the fourth element of basic of programming. In this video you will learn about what is the meaning of variable, how to create the variables, what all the rules you need to follow to create the variables, and how we store the values in these variables, and how we print or retrieve the stored values from the variable with the help of different programming languages. So first of all, I will explain the meaning of variable. What do you mean by variable? Variable are the names you give to computer memory location which is used to store values in our computer program. So what is the meaning of variable? Variables are the name you give to computer memory allocation or computer memory location which is used to store values in our computer program. In our computer program. It is the definition. This is your first definition of variable. That is, variable are the names you give to computer memory location which is used to store values in our computer program. Or the second definition is, variable defines specific type of data or specific data types and contains the list of one or more variable. So these two are the definitions of the variable. First one is, variable are the names you give to computer memory location which is used to store values in computer program. Means the variable names is defined by user or a programmer. Okay. But we can change the name of variable, we can change the value of the variable also. Now the second is, variable defines the specific data types and contain the list of one or more variable. So these are the two definitions of the variable. Now let us consider an example so that you can understand how we create the variables, what all the rules you need to follow, and how we store the values in the variables, and how we retrieve or print the values, stored values from the variables by using different type of programming language. So let us consider an example. Like we have a two variable, that is A and B, and two values, that is 10 and 20. Okay, so these all are the variables and these are the values. Now we have to store this 10 and 20 in variables A and B, and we want to use this A and B in our program. So how we will do this? For this we need to follow three steps. What are the three steps? First one, create the variable. Second, store the values. Third, retrieve the values. From these stored variables or from these variables. So what is the very first step? That is, create the variables. So how we will create the variables? So creating a variable is also known as declaring a variable. What we call it? Declaring a variable, also we can call it. Now, there are many different types of programming languages. So, in different programming languages may have different way of declaring the variables or creating the variables. So, what is the syntax to create a variable? The syntax for create a variable is data type and variable list and semicolon. In different, as I told you, in different type of programming languages may have a different way of writing or different way of creating the variables. So this syntax is used in C, C++, and Java, etc. programming languages. So what do you mean by here data type? The data type, as I discussed in my previous class, the data type is a type of data which we can process in our computer program. So if anyone want to see that video, I will share the link in my description box. Please go and watch that video before understanding the concept of creating a variable. Now what is the meaning of variable list here? Here we can write, variable list means we can write one variable, or we can write more than, or we can create more than one variable. If we are creating more than one variable, then these variables must be separated by a comma if they are of the same data type. For example, if like A and B I have to create, the data type is integer. So I will write here int A or another variable B. So as I told you, if we are declaring or creating more than one variable, we can write these two variables in single line as int A, B. And these two variables of the same data type, so we can write in the same line and separate by the comma. So this is a way to create a variable in C programming language, in C++ or in Java. Okay. Now, next is how we declare how we create the variables in Python, Perl, PHP programming languages. Like in my previous video, I have told you what I told you about the features, about the second feature of Python programming language. Python programming language does not make use of any keywords to specify particular data type. So what is the second feature about when we are using the Python programming language, when we are using we are writing the program by using Python programming language. So in this case, we don't need to declare variable. Why? Because the Python does not make use of any keyword to specify particular data type. So if Python does not use any keyword to specify particular data type, so there is no need of creating a variable. So that's why there is no need of, because of this reason, there is no need of creating a variable. Understood? So these are the what is the syntax in C, Java, C++ programming language, in which is compiler based programming languages, that is C, C++, Java and etc. So in that the syntax of creating a variable is data type and variable list. So as I told you, I have discussed this data type in my previous video. Please go and watch that video. And variable list means in this we can declare more than one variable also, or only single variable also. So if we are using the two variable of same data type, these variable must be separated with the semicolon. And in Python, Perl, PHP programming languages, which are interpreted languages, Perl, PHP, these programming or etc. There are more other programming languages which are interpreted programming languages. So in that type of programming languages, we are not using any keywords to specify particular data type, and this is so there is no need of creating a variable. We can write a variable with of any type, like long, integer, character, any type we can use the variable. Now what all the rules we need to follow to create a variables? What are the rules need to follow for creating or declaring variable? So very first rule is the variable must begin with a character or a underscore. So what is the first rule? Variable must begin with a character or an alphabet, not a character. In character we may have special character also. A variable must begin with an alphabet or with underscore. So if we start, so means here alphabet may be of capital, or you can write with the small letter. Okay, so if we have written, let us consider the example. If I have written here int a, b, or int underscore a, then these are known as a valid variables declaration. And second rule is the variable must not start with, or it should not start with a number or other special characters, or special characters except underscore. So if in our program I have written int 1a or int hashtag b, so these are known as invalid variables declaration. Why? Because the variable name must begin with an alphabet or with an underscore. So if we declare, or if we creating a variable with the number or any other character except that underscore, so these are known as invalid variable declaration. Now the third rule is, after writing first initial alphabet, we can write number or letters with that first initial alphabet. For example, like if I have take an example of A, B. or int a1. So these are valid variable declaration. Okay. Now the next rule is, you understood these rules? What is the first rule? Variable name must begin with an alphabet or with underscore like this. These are not valid declaration. Now it should not start with a number or a special character except underscore. So like if we are declaring the variable like 1a, then it will be invalid. Why? Because it is started with the number. And hashtag b, so it is special character, so only one special character is allowed to declare a variable, which is underscore. So it is also considered as an invalid variable declaration. Now after writing first initial alphabet, we can write number of any number after this, or we can write any letter or any after this, but not allow any another special character. So these are also be a valid declaration or valid variable creation. Now the next rule is, fourth one, never use all capital letters to declare variables. Why? Because if we are using all the capital letters to declare the variables, that variables are known as constant variables. So never use all the capital letters to declare the variables. For example, if we are taking here example int sum, so this value should be this is known as a constant variable. Okay, means this value is considered as a constant for the sum variable. Now the next rule is, a single variable, or if a variable is declared, as integer type, then it cannot hold the value of float type or any other data type. For example, if I have declared int a, so a will contain only the integer value, like a value may be 10, a value may be 100, a value may be 5. But if I have written here a value is equal to 6.5, so this will create an error when we execute our program, because as I told you, to process any data or to process any variable, we must need to specify a data type clearly. Otherwise, computer does not understand the what operation it has to execute. Now these all are the rules. So what is the very first rule? First rule is that the variable should be start with either with alphabet or with the underscore. Second rule, it should not start with the number or any other special character except underscore. Third, a variable never use all letters to declare, or all capital letters to declare variables. And the last rule is, if a variable is declared as integer type, then it cannot hold the value of float type or any other data type. So whatever the data type of the variable, this variable can take only integer type value, not any other type of value. So these all are about the rules and how to create the variable. Now the next topic is third topic, that is how to store the values in variables. So as you see, I have declared the variable. Now how we store the values in that variables? Like I have written here by using C programming, #include stdio.h int name. In this I have declared two variables and separated by comma because A and B are of the same data type. Now I need to write A value is 10 and B value is 20. So how we store these values? Here you can see I have add two additional statements, that is A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20. So what is the syntax to store the values in the variables? So the syntax to store the values is, I hope you understood the meaning of syntax. If anyone had not seen my video related to syntax and its types, I will share the link of that video and you go and watch that video. So syntax of how to store the value in the variables. So first of all, in the left hand side I need to write variable name, and in the right hand side after equal to sign we will write the value and end with the semicolon. So in C++, Java programming language, this is the syntax and with the semicolon. As in Python, Perl, PHP, we don't need to require that these languages does not require any semicolon. So the syntax is almost same, only the little difference, that is variable name is equal to value. This syntax for C, C++, Java or any compiler based programming languages, and this syntax for interpreted languages like Python, Perl, PHP, etc. So only the one difference is here, variable name is equal to value, end with semicolon, don't need to end with the semicolon. So this is the syntax to store the value in the variables. So what is the meaning to store the value in the variable? As I told you the definition of variable, the names we give to computer memory location which is used to store the value in our computer program. So when we execute this program, the memory location A, hold the value 10 and the memory location B hold the value 20. Okay, so you can minimize this line of code as the best program is considered in which we have a less number of line of code. So we can minimize these lines of code also. How we can minimize this? Instead of declaring in different lines, or instead of store this value in different lines, we can write at the time of creating the variables. How? Like A is equal to 10, comma, B is equal to 20. So instead of writing 3 lines of code, we can write in single line of code. So this is thus how to store the values in our variables. So the syntax of storing the values in the variables is same in almost every programming languages. If it is compiler based programming language, then we need to end with semicolon. Otherwise, we don't need to end with the semicolon. So this is the difference between compiler based programming language and interpreted programming languages. Now after this, the third is how to retrieve the values from the variables, or how to print the variables from the variables. Fourth point is how to retrieve the values or retrieve the stored values from the variables. So as in my previous example, I have created the variables. I have created the variables and stored the values also. So if we have not used those variables, then there is no point of creating or storing the values of variables. So for this we need now the next point is how to use that variables in a computer programming languages. So first we will take an example of C program. So for C program, like I will repeat that example only. Hash include stdio dot h int main, then int a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and now here I am using this printf function. So in my second video, that is basic syntax, in that video I have discussed about the printf function. What is the use of printf function? Printf function is being used to print the value whatever we have written in that function. Okay, and the value will be printed on the output screen. So printf, here I want to print the value of a. So whatever you want to print on the output screen, like in output screen I want to see value of a. So here I will write the value of a is equal to %d/n, and here I will write a. So what is the meaning? Here you are watching this, I use this character, that is %d. This character is known as, or this is not known as a character, it is known as a access specifier. We will discuss about this in my next videos or in my coming videos. So here just you need to remember this thing. If we are using integer data type to print the value of integer data type variables, we use the access specifier %d. In case if you have these same data and these same variables with the float data type, so if you have a float data type variables, for this we need the access specifier, that is %f, and for character data type we need this access specifier, that is %c. So you know about the /n. /n is known as a white space character, means it is used to move the cursor of the output screen into the next line. Now the next we want to print b. Value of b is equal to, here we need to write %d again, close and b, and close this instruction area or curly braces. So whenever we execute this program, we will get the output value of a is 10, and then we move to the next line, value of b is 20. We don't need to move in next line. The compiler will produce the output like as what you want to how you want to produce. So like if you want to produce these both value in the same line, so instead of writing here %/n, you can use /t. So when we are writing this /t here, what will be the output? Like this is your output screen. So here first value of a is equal to 10. Then how much space we have in a tab according to our machine, we will take value of b, that is 20. Okay, so like that the value we can retrieve the value from the variables. Now coming to the Java programming languages, how we retrieve the values from these stored variables. For this I will use here I will write here Java program, that is public program name, like I am taking here demo, then main function public static void main strings. When we will start Java programming language, then I will tell you about all these things, what is the exact meaning of these lines of code. Then now we need to declare variable int a, and we need to store values also. A, b is equal to 20. Now I want to print. Like in my in syntax video, I have written the code how to print the hello world by using Java programming language. So in this we are using the statement that is system dot out dot println, and now we want to print the value of a. So we will write in the double quotes, value of a is equal to, here in place like in C program, how we write printf value of a is equal to %d and a here. So here we are using comma, but in this Java program we are using plus sign to separate this. Okay, so how we will declare the value of a, or how we will retrieve the value of a? To retrieve the value of a, we don't need to write here comma, just we need to write plus a. So whenever we execute this code, the output will be coming as value of a is equal to 10. Now I want to print b value. So here we are using print. If we are using only print, then it will print into the same line. Here I am using println, so automatically compiler moves to the next line. So here system dot out dot println value of b is equal to plus b. So output will be like that. Okay, then close this bracket. You must remember how many we open the brackets, we need to close that much bracket also. Now the next example we will take by using the Python programming language. So what all the features we have discussed earlier? Like first, what is that? We don't need to specify any keyword to particular data type at the time of creating a variables. So how we write here? Simply a value is 10. First of all, I need to write the program name, that is hashtag, but why not hashtag, double slash. So it is used as a comment. What is the program name? Print the value of a and b variables. Okay, now from here the program will start. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, then print value of a is equal to comma a, then print value of b is equal to comma b. So this is a code to print the value of a and b with the help of Python programming languages. So here what you are able to see, I am not using any data type, I am not using any creation of variables, and I am not using any semicolon. So if we are writing here data types and if we are writing here semicolon, the interpreter does not produce any result. So when we execute this program, the output will be value of a is equal to 10 and value of b is equal to 20. Okay, as I told you, we don't need to write any special character like slash n or println to move into the next line. In this programming language, the interpreter automatically moves to the next line when one line is when we write the print into the next line. Okay, so that's all about the variables, how we create the variable, how we store the values in the variable, and how we retrieve the stored value from the variables. So that's all about the variables. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask in comment section. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel to watch more videos. Thank you. I will continue in my next class. Bye.